chocolate hazelnut spread twisted between a sweet dough. This pull apart bread doesn't only look delicious, it tastes it too. Start by making the dough. In a small bowl, combine sugar, active dry yeast, an egg and warm milk. Mix these ingredients together to combine and leave to sit for 10 to 15 minutes until it becomes frothy and the yeast has activated. Activating yeast is essentially waking it up. It lies dormant in the packet until it is mixed with a warm liquid. In this case, I'm using warm milk as this is a sweet dough, although with regular dough, water is usually used. Yeast is a living thing, so it can be quite temperamental. Make sure the milk is at a warm temperature. If it's cold, the yeast won't activate. The same if it's too hot. If you would like the full recipe for this Nutella twist bread, it will be listed in the information box as well as my website. Just click the link on the screen now. While the yeast is activating, get started with the dry ingredients for the dough. In the bowl of a stand mixer if you have one, or alternatively you can do this by hand, add the flour and salt. Make sure to use high grade flour. It may also be called strong or bread flour. This has more protein than regular flour, which is needed to form gluten in a bread dough. Using the wrong type of flour won't allow the bread to rise properly or have the right texture. Check on your yeast mixture. It should have a layer of bubbly froth if it has been activated. Pour it into the bowl with the flour and salt along with a small amount of butter. Use a dough hook on your mixer to combine the ingredients and knead. It should start to come together, then start to smooth out. The texture of the dough shouldn't be dry. It should feel sticky, but without sticking to your hands. If you need to correct this, just add a small amount more milk or flour. Knead the dough for about 5 to 10 minutes until it has become smooth and elastic. Transfer it to an oiled bowl and cover with plastic wrap. Leave the dough in a warm, draft-free space to proof until doubled in size. This can take anywhere from half an hour to a couple of hours, so just keep an eye on it. Once your dough has doubled in size, knock it back with your fist and transfer it to a clean surface which has been sprinkled with flour. Use a rolling pin to roll the dough into a large rectangle, about 1 centimeter thick or 1/3 of an inch. Here comes the best part. Scoop around half a cup of chocolate hazelnut spread into a small bowl. I'm using Nutella, but any type will work. Place the spread into the microwave for about 30 seconds to soften. This makes it so much easier to spread. Using a spatula, spread the Nutella evenly over the dough, leaving a small gap around the edges. To create the shape of this bread, start to roll the dough from the widest part of the rectangle, keeping it quite tight. Slice off the edges so they are even and use a knife to slice down the centre of the dough so you're left with layers of dough and Nutella. Take each piece of dough and place it one over the other, keeping the cut side facing outwards to create a twist. Bring the two ends together, creating a circle and pinch them together. Cover and leave the dough to proof for a second time until doubled in size. Place into a 200°C or 400°F oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown and baked through. Leave to cool completely before dusting with icing sugar. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I will see you in my next video. Bye!